Hi guys, good morning. Happy Independence Day. So I've just woke up. It's 9:50 in the morning. So let's start today's Leetcode daily. It's 373702 longest subsequence with non-zero bitwise XOR. We're given integer array nums. Return the length of longest subsequence nums whose bitwise XOR is non-zero. If no subsequence exists, he return zero. Okay, longest bitwise XOR is zero. Is non-zero. Got it. It's a subsequence they asked. Uh, what is subsequence? A sequence that can be derived from another way. Yeah. So basically, here we are going to use recursion or deep. One is one zone, two zone, three. Let me take a pen and paper and find this out. Because I think 2 zone 3 is 1, okay, and 2 zone 3 is 1 and 1 zone 1 is 0. So let me explain you the property of XOR is. So property of XOR means like if A XOR A is equals to 0 and if A XOR 0 is equals to A. So if we XOR two same numbers, then it's going to result as 0 and it says give us a non-zero. Right. So yeah, let's use the recursion then. We will go for the pick not pick methodology in recursion. So yeah, let's find out like how to do it. Let me write a function. Called int solve. Basically, void int solve may be good. So int index vector int and int current and it current not in the answer. Mm, and answer. So if my index is greater than or equals to nums dot size, then I will say return my answer. Else let me pick element. Pick element means answer is equal to answer zor nums of idx. So when I do this, uh, yeah. Now what I do solve idx plus one nums and answer. Then I have to not pick for not picking. I have to remove the picked element. So if I do answer is equal to answer zor nums of I, it means it's going to return me a zero, and everything is going to return a zero is fine. Let's say solve with x plus one nums answer. I think I should give a void solve instead of int solve, and if I just simply return, I think the answer is going to hold my value. So anyhow, if I say int answer is equal to 0, then int idx is also equal to 0. So I will say solve idx nums answer, and then I will enter and return answer. I think that is going to be fine. I guess. Okay, okay. I hopefully the thing is like I think I have to check on something. Yeah, it's zero. Why the fuck it is zero? So we have to return the length actually, right? I will put a counter here like count plus plus and count minus minus. So it's like a counter basically, like whether we are taking an element or not. Then I will say return count, and it's going to be now a integer, and I must say int and count. So count is basically my numbers count, like how many subsequence numbers are there. Return count is a count equal to 0. I will say count here, and I will put the return directly. Yes, 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 yes. I have to do count here also. And I have to put count here also. Oh, it's a recursive question. Then what the fuck? Okay, I have to return. What's returning the count? Go to the count. Return, and it's a return also. So my this test case is getting passed. Okay, that's good. But why not this test case? So, why it's giving me the size of an array? Basically, I just want to not quick element, quick element. I think I'm doing this right, basically. So previously if answer of IDX, okay, so I'm adding XORing my number, it will give me a new result. Then I do count plus plus because I added a number. If for the not picking I adding the same number, so it will become zero, so I don't cause any trouble. And I do count minus minus also, then I return the count. And for any case, if IDX is greater than equals to 0, and hmm, my base, I think there is some problem with my base case in this question. 19 and so the idea is count to the picked element. So for this pick element, I XOR it. 0 XOR the element is the same element, so it don't want. But if I add same element, it's going to be 0. Not be an issue. And I do count minus minus. Oh, I'm returning the size, but if answer is not equals to 0, then count size return 0. But it's showing that answer is 0. So I'm just looking for the longest subsequence. Do I need to what can I say? Do I need to generate all the subsequence and then check? So currently I'm directly checking the subsequence, right? So that's why it's giving me the and see the thing is ki when I go the last index and you can see that it is 0 basically at the end. That's why it's returning me 0. But you should know like I want a non-zero subsequence. So you know currently how this is going to go then. For example, it skips one. So yeah, this one is skipped. Then it's going to skip. And then for example, it takes two, right? Then it's take three, and I will go like index is greater than equals to nums of size, and my answer is not equal to zero. Then return count as return. Okay, so whenever this comes to GP, I have to use some AI. Explain me where I am doing something wrong. Let's see what it says. Yes, your main issue is not the basic. The base plugin is that your question never reaches not pickup branch. What the fuck, bro? It doesn't never reaches my non pickup branch. Why? You have the problem is return. You didn't exist the current function. Okay, int val one then equals to, and let me put an int val two. Then let me return maximum of val one comma val two. What do you say? Like, what do you think now? Bro, let's go, bro. I have to return the maximum of both. Yes, bro, yes. I have to return the maximum of both. That's it. But maybe it will fail for some test cases. Oh, fucker, it's give me a TLE. It's better to get a TLE right now for the basic recursion. Uh, can I memorize this solution? Like I haven't memorized the solution from like past few days, like a long time. Like I use memorization, so I have to study a bit like how memorization works. Like I think there's a mem set is being made, or the DP is being made. So let me write here vector int DP. Okay, int n is equal to num of size DP dot resize n plus 1, put it over 0. If dp of idx is not equal to 0, return dp of idx. Else dp of idx is the full maximum of val1 comma val2. Then I will say return dp of idx. So I think here I used memorization basically. Think how memorization works. Let me use this test case. I got my yes, so I memorized my solution. So I use a DP array and see is everything is working fine or not. I think now it will, bro, like what the fuck? For the last 10 test cases, I got. I don't know why recursion plus DP sometimes feel like it's not a good, and we always go for the tabular DP form. Bottom up DP basically. So it's recursion plus memorization still not works. Okay. Should I brute force last 10 solutions? How the hell I should more optimize my solution now? Can I use can I use ChatGPT to ask him like how to optimize the solution? Because I use DP and I think Big Not Big and I think I have done the maximum out of things right now. So yeah, let's ask ChatGPT my solution for last 10 cases, 10 test cases, and giving how to optimize this node. You're very close to identify the real issue, but adding dpIDX here cannot work because your recursive state no just IDX. Your result depends on three things, but your DP only stores IDX. So you are making different states together. Why DP of IDX is wrong? Imagine it's a later both use DP of 5, but these are different programs. But because the current is very different, so this can return answer calculated from a completely different answer. Another serious issue answer or references when you the recurse who are modifying the same variable and sharing by recursive branch, trying to manually undo them. XOR and new work. Become very difficult to combine with memorization instead of make the step explicit. Each branch get their own XOR and cap count. Okay. So it's saying me to do index plus one, blah blah blah, and blah 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 blah. To say want me to answer X of they don't want it. But still, this I don't think this shit is going to fix my code. But let's see how the ChatGPT is going to say. Let's do and follow that for a while because might be now my code will break. This might be case. Fuck, where is the return count? Right. Bro. See that one saying my code is getting fucked here. Shitty AI. Never ever use AI if you don't want to. But yeah, for this I think it's good. This thing might be like this thing. For this thing it's good. I'm going to accept go no, for this thing also. Bro, my solution is correct, bro. Just give me a solution how to avoid it. You want me to write a 2 DP arrays. Oh, it's not a DP question. Wait, what? It's saying that if my whole array is like fine shit, then return my array. Any array has XOR 0, find whether it is a non-zero element. But entire array has XOR 0. Okay, so only one element is going to fuck us up. So that is basically x is not equal to 0. Then I have to return num dot side minus 1. So basically this is a deep solution. We might need some more, but you can say one more fine sheet. But let's see. It's a very easy question, and I think it doesn't even use DP. I think after seeing subsequences, I thought of DP, but yeah, DP solution works, but maybe it's not optimal for this. So if answer is equal to 0. So if if for auto x nums, if my entire array is non-zero, then I have to return like if answer XOR equals to x. If my answer is not equal to 0, then I have to return n. Bro, it's simple. But if that's not the case, if that is not the case, then if my entire XOR is 0 somehow, then what I have to somehow is making an XOR, but means there is only one element, right, which is causing the XOR 0 because anything XOR 0 is 0. So return and minus 1 basically. I think that's the case, then I think it should be shared. Fine shit, bro. But but if whole array is 0 for total x looks like this. Uh, Let me use this then. Wait. Nums dot delay photo ID nums dot nums nums dot ID nums node size equals to 1 nums of 0 equals nums of 0 equals to 0 multiply to return. Bro, what the dash, bro? Why? I think the erase function will start from how to use erase in C++. Oh, it's not a 30-minute video, yeah. I don't know what the fuck it is. IT Governor, good and okay. Now it work. Now it will work. Yes, brother, yes. Giving up is not in a blood, sir, not in a blood. Giving up is a not in the blood, sir. We are done with the 100% beats of this question. Let's go. So basically, let me explain what I did. Like, firstly, I tried DP, right? So this question can be done with a DP, but DP is like, I think it's getting for way too make complex. That's why I memorized it, but still it's not giving the answer. But one lesson I realized that if I see subsequence, I don't have to like fumble and go for the DP. Simple logic of XOR we should be using. Like if firstly I check the whole array XOR, and if it's non-zero, then that's our answer, right? And then we want a non-zero XOR. So that's where I return and. But in the case, if it is a zero, then I must say like if something is getting zero means if I remove any one element because they didn't want a subsequence, they want a number. So a number can become can be a zero, a subsequence can be zero if it is XOR by a number zero or a same number. Now it can be XOR by a same number, right? Because a XOR a is zero and a XOR 0 is equals to A. So let me show you the XOR properties what I'm talking about. So it's a simple maths only. Like if you are from a coding background, you should know the properties of XOR. So you see the table, right? So if A XOR B is like with the dash XOR properties. XOR properties have to see. XOR properties, yeah. XOR properties. See, A XOR 0 is this, but A XOR 1 is this. Huh. The same property, A XOR A is 0. So it means while doing the XOR, we are getting some element as same. So we try to remove one single element. So that's what I did. I tried to remove a single element and then it returned 9 minus 1 if I remove one element. But now the case is if the whole array is 0 and if I even remove a single element, it's going to benefit me because 0 XOR 0 is always 0, right? So what I did, I checked and remove all the duplicates if there are any duplicates. And as you see that this test is like it's 000. So if there are a duplicate, right, let me do remove of the duplicates, and I see that if my num dot size is equals to 1, right, and the zeroth element, the one element remaining is 0, then I'm directly going to return 0 because it means whole array is just 0, and if I remove 0, then my answer should be 0, right? So yeah, that's it for the video. I think you see my whole struggle, like how I jumped from DP to this to that and everything. Okay, bye guys. Happy Republic Day.